Hey everyone, how are we today? Just doing an all signs reading today. We are going to be asking the question, what do people think of you? So, regardless of what relationships we're looking at, we're going to see, what the people around you, the people that interact with you, whether it be on a sort of regular basis or, just passing in the street, all that sort of stuff. See what people's, perception of you is. Okay. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Every single like and comment and subscribe, it really does enable me to help keep the channel going. Being such a small, non-monetized channel, your support really does mean the world to me. So thank you. And today we are going to be using the pairing decks. Okay, so we have the Earthbound Oracle, and that is paired with the Seeker's Lenormand as well. Okay, there is also a tarot deck that does, come with the pairings of these decks. That they're all sort of, a set, I suppose. But I don't actually read tarot on here. I may incorporate aspects of tarot in the future. I do sometimes refer to some of the tarot cards and things like that. That may be something I incorporate in the future, but I'm just not confident enough with the tarot. Whereas the Lenormand, I've been doing that for over 20 odd years now, so definitely know all the meanings and interpretations and how they all connect and all that sort of stuff. For anyone that's interested, I did post a video when I sort of first started the channel, but I actually read very intuitively these days. I did learn Lenormand traditionally, but I pretty much channel all my messages. So it's a very intuitive way of reading the Lenormand. Okay, so it is a little bit different to what you may see with other Lenormand readers. Okay, but going to get started there today. I do apologize for any sniffling, coughing, anything like that. I do have ongoing sinus issues. Going to take timestamps as always, and we're starting off with Aries. Okay, Aries. Aries, what do people think of you? Aries, what do people think of Aries? What do people think of Aries? Interesting, Aries. Firstly, we have reflect. Okay, so there's something about you, Aries, where, when people interact with you, it reflects upon them parts of themselves. Okay, so you may find you might be somebody who does tend to, trigger people at times. It's because it's, reflecting parts of themselves. The way that you talk, react, interact, it reflects things back on themselves. So whether that's positive or negative, that's up to their interpretation. Okay, but people do see you as kind of like a reflection of their own selves. So, and reflection of, maybe lessons that they need to learn, lessons they've already learned, things like that. So there is something about you that it kind of, you're a bit of a mirror for people there, Aries, and you do reflect back upon them a little bit here. So, a lot of the time you may find people that you find yourself really attracted to, you may have a lot in common with them, and it's because of that reflective quality. Okay, you may also be attracted to people that do that as well, so that you can kind of bounce off each other's energy a bit too. We also have protect. Okay, so I am reading that as, it's coming through as like something about you, Aries, that people just want to protect you. It's they want to help you out. They want to do whatever they can to sort of stand up for you, protect you. You know, some of you may come across protective of your own self, maybe sort of protective of your own emotions. I'm kind of picking up there, but overall, I do feel as though this is like, you know, people see you as like something that they, that that's something that they want to pick up and cuddle and really protect and hold close to their heart. So there's kind of a sweet energy there. We also have wisdom. So people see this about you, Aries. They see that you have this. It's like you have. It's like, oh, be careful what you say around Aries, because Aries can see through and to the truth. can't lie to this Aries. They can tell what's truth and what's not. This Aries is very smart. You may be projecting this wisdom to others in different kind of ways. Some of you, it may be a more intellectual kind of wisdom that people are perceiving through you there. But for others of you, it's like this spiritual wisdom. Like people perceive you as, oh, wow, Aries is like wise beyond their years. Aries knows a lot about the way the world works and the underlying current of things going on. So, you can turn to Aries and ask Aries and they'll have the answer, or they'll know how to get the answer. Very interesting. Okay, Aries. What do people think of Aries? What do people think of Aries? We have the ship first and foremost here. I'm getting the part of the ship energy. Okay, if you've seen Pirates of the Caribbean, the one where they kind of meld with the ship. What is it? Part of the crew, part of the ship. People just naturally feel like they just like it's just like a automatic kind of, oh, they feel like very connected to you. Probably very quickly a lot of the time too. It's like some of you, they see you as you're like a world traveler, and that's where some of that wisdom's coming through again. For some of you here, that some of you that are perceived as a bit of a, you've traveled a lot, you've gone through a lot, you've journeyed a lot within your own self. You may have like you're someone that can deal with the seas when they get rough, as well as knowing how to cross, cross danger and as well as the calm. It's kind of weird. It's like you've got this calm beneath the surface, but you could tip them off at any time. It's a very interesting energy. But it's definitely coming through as that part of the ship. I keep getting that phrasing. The part of the ship that people feel as though, they just innately kind of feel like this belonging with you. And once again, it's that reflection energy. It's that, they see part of themselves in you, and that connects them to themselves and connects them to you rather quickly. And they feel as though there's a shared part of you that you combined, and that it's easy for them to meld with you, get along with you. Especially, we do have the ring coming through here as well. So people seeing you as, and the next one I have here is the lily. So I'm kind of seeing that, people, this part of the ship energy, it's all part of this as well. That it's like people feel as though they feel like a long connection with you. So some people may feel as though I've known Aries before in a past life, like I've got this connection with Aries, or I want to have this long-term connection relationship with Aries, that that they seem very strongly bonded to you. Um, in an emotionally intimate kind of way. And once again, it goes back to this reflection energy, and a little bit that protection energy as well. It feels like people see you as a reflection of their own inner child, and that's why they want to protect you. But it's also why they feel this instant connection to you, this instant sort of relationship with you, Aries. For some of you, they may perceive you as someone who is a bit stuck in certain cycles and patterns as well, whether that be the case or not. It may be easy for other people to see the patterns that you have put in place around yourself, especially when it comes to emotions. But it's like people open up to you and tell you you know, they're very vulnerable and open and honest with you just automatically. It's that emotional intimacy. People want to just open up to you and tell you things, and they're like, it's all right. Aries is wise. They will understand, regardless of whether you do or not. Oh, but you're more than welcome to check your other placements as well, Aries. But we will move on over to Taurus. Taurus, how do people think of you? Taurus, how do people think of you? How do people see Taurus? Beautiful. These first two are actually quite similar. We have the lunar, the moon energy, firstly here, followed by the luck energy. Now, luck is actually one of the keywords for the moon energy, but the moon energy is actually very feminine. It's a weird energy because it's a very feminine energy, but it's also very cold and distant. It talks about listening to your intuition, strong intuition. So people see you as someone who has very strong intuition, but it's kind of like this flip side, that people can see you as this strong, beautiful, lucky, feminine energy that controls the tides and is very connected to femininity. But then, the dark side of the moon twists around and you can become cold and distant, barren in a sense. I don't feel that as strongly as they feel that you're very intuitive and feminine. I'm getting a very strong feminine energy there, and the luck energy obviously as well, that people feel like you're just blessed, you're just lucky. Things happen for you that you don't even realize. That people just feel as though you just constantly have good luck on your side. Okay, very interesting. We also have wisdom. All right, and this is reading as a very strong feminine intuitive wisdom, that you just know where to go because of that luck as well, that you just intuitively know which direction is going to be the most positive, the best. You're very lucky with the way that you make your choices, and it comes across as like, is Taurus just lucky, or are they really smart? And it's like, it kind of leaves people guessing a little bit here. Taurus, is Taurus just really smart, or are they just lucky? Are they following their intuition, or is it all just sort of intellect that's coming through here? It's not coming through as muchly as although some of you, it may be people turning to you for advice more than like oh, Taurus is a genius, book smart, kind of smart. It's advice and intellect, just general wisdom and spiritual wisdom coming through with that. All right, Taurus. How do people think of Taurus? How do people think of Taurus? We have the lily. So definitely seeing that emotional influence again. That feminine energy with the moon. The lily actually does have strong emotional connections as well. So it's definitely seeing you as someone who is very emotionally driven and connected, and in touch with, in tune with your emotions, and you're able to be quite vulnerable emotionally in a positive kind of a way. People see you as someone that they want in their life for a long time as well. It's a long-term energy with the lily. So people like they want to be close to you long term. All right. We also have the tower here. So this is like people seeing you going off into your little fortress of solitude, and people see that you are actually, quite strong and powerful all by yourself as well. They're I'm kind of feeling that people think that you're maybe with this intuitive energy coming through, people may think that you are very in touch with the past in a weird sense here, that you're someone that can perceive the past and emotionally interpret the past in a very intuitive way, where you're able to guide and strengthen people from knowing the past. Like, it's kind of like people see you as um, like, it's kind of old fashioned, or like, oh, Taurus has lived a lot of lives and they're very in touch with, these past versions of themselves. So like, I'm kind of, because I'm picking up like seeing like the 1920s style of dress, and you acting very dapper. I'm getting the word dapper, um, sophisticated, like that old school sophistication. The way that people think of you is like that you're very cultured and um, like you were like you hold yourself in a very, echoes of the past kind of a way, but it's very strong and powerful, and people see that you are actually very independent in your own ways as well. People also see you as a good opportunity. All right, this key, I feel like this is actually a little bit somewhat concerning with your energy here, Taurus, that people kind of see that they can, they're seeing that they can, it's feeling like people see this, think of you as someone that they can use as a key to unlock opportunities for themselves. So it's kind of coming through a little bit here of like, people may think that they can take advantage of you, and use you as a tool, as a key to give themselves success. Okay, so there is a little bit of a warning with that people may actually think that they can take advantage of you quite easily, that you can actually, that just by being around you, that's going to automatically open up new opportunities for them and give them success that they're after, and people may actually try to sort of use you a little bit, take advantage of you a little bit with that energy. Okay, so just be aware of that as well. People do tend to see that, um, which is quite kind of odd, considering that they're seeing you as someone very intuitive and wise. It's like they should know Taurus will probably see through that. Okay, but that's what we have for you, Taurus. You're more than welcome to check your other placements. Subscribe to the channel, and I will move on over to Gemini. How are we, Gemini? What do people think of you? Gemini, what do people think of you? What do people think of our Geminis? Gemini, what do people think about you? How do people see you? We have the voice card, first and foremost. Feels quite apt for my personal perception of Geminis as well, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. People think that you are someone who is very strong and capable of using your voice, that you are not somebody who is going to not say something, that you're someone that, will like howl at the moon if something's happening, that you are someone who is very empowered and will speak up for others, speak up for yourself. People see you as someone who, is not afraid of saying it how it is, and standing up for yourself and using that little voice of yours, Gemini, to, in an empowerment kind of a way here, whether it be to protect others around you or protect yourself. People kind of see that you are going to use your voice, all right, and they'll, if they try to hurt you, you'll scream from the rooftops kind of thing. So, it puts people on edge a little bit if they're a little bit wary of that. Some people I feel are a little bit wary of that. It can be a little bit intimidating for some people, especially people that are extremely introverted and things like that, because they're like, Gemini's not going to just move in silence. Gemini's going to scream it from the rooftops. We also have gift. Okay, so I feel like people are kind of jealous of that fact. They're kind of jealous of the fact that you can stand up for yourself and that you're not afraid to say what's on your mind. People see that as a gift, that you have a gift of being able to, stand up for yourself. Which it kind of is, it's lovely. But they're also seeing as a gift here your perseverance, that you don't give up, Gemini, that you're someone who will keep going. If no one's listening to you, you'll keep using that voice until somebody actually stops and listens. You're not afraid to persevere and do what's necessary to make sure things happen for you. And people are seeing this, like, I'm getting a bit of jealousy off that gift energy, that people are seeing that these things as a gift, that Gemini's, how does Gemini do it? Like, I wish I could be more like that, is what I'm kind of picking up here. Okay, Gemini, what do people think of you? What do people think of Gemini, please? We have the book, first and foremost. The book has a few different meanings, and the meaning I'm picking up for you here is the unknown. That Gemini is the unknown factor. You don't know. You don't know what you're going to read when you open that book. And, you might turn to one page and it'll be one thing, and you turn to the next page, it's something completely different. You never know what to expect with Gemini. Gemini is like entering into the unknown, that you don't know what the next chapter brings. You don't know where the story is going to go, what the plot twist is going to be. Gemini is the plot twist. Okay. We also see the clouds coming through here. People see you as an overthinker, that you're somebody prone to anxiety and depression, and that you overthink things, that you spend a lot of time off in the clouds kind of thing, off in your own thoughts, and that you are very sort of rational, logical, but you do tend to overthink things, that you might sort of dwell on things a little bit much, and overthink those things, and allow yourself to get a little bit anxious about those things. It's very interesting though, because it is coming through with the feminine energy as well. So that's kind of a balance. So they're seeing you as both, seeing you as very balanced in, not only are you rational and a thinker with the clouds there, but you're also someone who's in touch with their emotions, and, you're very able and willing to, nurture when you need to nurture, protect when you need to protect, grow, that you're able to grow things and really support things around you, and a very emotional energy from the feminine there as well. So people see you as quite balanced, but they don't know what they're going to get one day to the next. One day it might be that Gemini who's a little bit highly strung, overthinking things, and then the next day it might be the soft, beautiful, feminine Gemini. People are a bit like, which Gemini am I going to get today? Which, like, we all know the stereotype of Gemini being, flip, 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 two different people in one. So that kind of fits with that imagery as well. So, this is what other people think of you, Gemini, not necessarily the truth of you. Okay. But you're more than welcome to check your other placements as well. And we will move on over to Cancer. Okay, Cancer. What do people think of you? Cancer. What do people think of you, Cancer? How do people see Cancer? Okay, Cancer. This is some interesting energy. Firstly, we have this is a stupid word, obfuscate. 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 It's like, you know, you can see the smoke, okay? I know that this image is a bit, I would have to find the other card to show you what I kind of mean with this card, because it's a bit dodgy. Not going to lie, it's a bit random, this image here. Okay, but it's the opposite to this one. All right, so that's the illuminate card, and this obfuscate is the opposite. Okay, so you can see it's the same image, except illuminate, the candles are lit and the eye is open. And see, this is what I mean. It looks like a clamshell. It doesn't look or an oyster. It doesn't look like an eyeball when it's shut. You can't tell that it's an eyeball. That's why I wanted to sort of show you this one and show you the comparison here with the candles that are lit and then the candles that are, you know, they've just gone out and all that smoke is coming through. So the eye is closed and all the smoke is coming through. So rather than things being illuminated and open, this is where we're seeing things closed and clouded and smoky, you know, that smoky kind of energy there. So this obfuscate, I feel like that imagery sort of helps explain what this is all about, because this is how people kind of see you, that you're, I'm kind of getting that you're like smoke and mirrors, and that you may be very closed off and you keep things to yourself, that you may be move in the shadows a little bit here, that you keep people in the dark, you try to put that smoke out and make things a bit hazy all around you so that people can't see you clearly, so people feel as though that you try to you know, hide in the shadows and not allow people in, is what it kind of all comes down to, that you're not open to you know, clear clear like clear vision, and you're not illuminated, you're closed off a little bit more. It's not that you're not illuminated, it's that you're, you know, just moving in the shadows, and that you prefer to sort of operate in secrecy, and that no one sort of knows what's really going on with Cancer. Cancer are a little bit hidden. They like to, you know, have the smoke and mirrors, so that keep a bit of mystery about them. We do also see home coming through for you here. Okay, so that's actually a really beautiful energy, the home energy, because home is where the heart is. Home is safety, security. It's somewhere, you know, where you can hide. And you know, when you need to hide, you can duck into the little bird's nest, or you can duck inside that turtle shell, and you're safe and secure. Okay, so people see you as someone who is very safe and secure, very stable, that they can sort of, you know, people feel like they're at home when it comes to you, that they have this sense of, you know, family when it comes to you, and you know, being able to be sheltered by your energy. We also have the labor. Okay, so we do see the beehive here. They see you as a hard worker, straight up, with that beehive here. But they also see that you're a team player when it comes to this labor energy, that you're more than willing to put in the hard work to, and as well as get along with others in order to get things done. So that's relatively straightforward with the labor there, that, you know, people know that you're a hard little worker bee, and you'll do what's necessary for the greater good of all. Okay. Cancer, how do people see you? Cancer, what do people think of our Cancers? So this is similar to that obfuscate energy here. We have the clouds. Okay, so people do see you sort of up in your own head a lot, you know, and because you're moving in the shadows, you're not letting people know what's going on in your head. People see you as somebody who may be, you know, prone to getting a bit of anxiety or depression, that you're very logical and rational, that you do think a lot, you overthink. You may be a big overthinker. People see that about you. All right. People also see you as the star. Okay, so this is actually, you know, for a lot of you, you may actually be quite popular, or you may actually be in the public eye in some way, and that's why you're trying to keep this mystery about you, because people really kind of are drawn to you as though you're famous kind of energy here, Cancer. So, you know, people do see you as a star. They see you as hopeful and optimistic. They see you as, you know, Cancer is someone, if anyone's dreams are going to come through, it's going to be Cancer, because they're willing to put in that work as well. You know, they may see you as a bit of a mystery, but, you know, they do see you as you know, the stars. You shine bright like a diamond as well. We also have the tree, which is kind of similar to that home energy. People see you as someone who is able to heal, to grow, to shelter, because, you know, trees do shelter all different types of animals and whatnot as well. But they see you as, you know, family, home. Once again, that very wise. You know, the tree energy is a really lovely energy. People see you as something very solid and dependable. They know that you might bend a little, but you're never going to break on them. That you're someone that's sort of, you know, well connected, and that safe zone for people. The tree energy, that you're someone who is able to inspire healing and growth in the people around you, as well as within yourself. Very positive kind of energy there. But I really quite like the moving in the shadows mystery about you there, Cancer. I quite like that. But you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel as well. We'll move over to Leo. Leo, what do people think of you? Leo, what do people think of Leo? What do people think of Leo, please? Oh, Leo. That's a very interesting energy. Just having a look. Oh, I'm just trying to work out exactly how to word this, Leo. The hidden energy I'm seeing here, I've got life, balance, earth, and then terror. So we're seeing double earth there as well, which is followed up by permanence. And then your card, the sun. Okay, so that tells me stop there. So people are seeing you as very grounded. Definitely. I feel like this hidden energy is telling me a little bit more about what this main energy is talking about here. Because firstly, we have life and balance, and that you're very grounded. So people see you as this all, all and everything, all and nothing, everything and anything. People see you as having a lot of potential, as this one's got me a little bit here, Leo. I'm not really picking up intuitively what exactly this means. We have the cycle. Okay, so you can see the Ouroboros there. You know, the snake eating its own tail. We see the moon cycle at the top. This is all about cycles and patterns. So people may see you as somebody who is very, you know, I'm picking like a little bit OCD, like you do like to have set patterns. You like things to be in order. But the cycle is it's about something else. It's about this because we have the death card. Okay, so we have death here, and then as we saw, we have life on the hidden energy there with balance behind it. So it's like, you know, and there can be no death without life. Death always has rebirth attached. Okay, so life and death are very intertwined. It's a cycle. So people see you as the entirety. They see you as the beginning and the end, the end and the beginning. You know, it's all interconnected here. It's like it's like no matter what happens, Leo's going to keep on spinning. Leo's going to keep on going. Leo, you know, if things end in Leo's life, that's okay. Leo will be reborn again. Things will end in Leo's life. Leo will be reborn again. It's this cycle. People see that it's potential, I feel, for a lot of you, and balance and this grounded energy of Leo is life and death. Leo is everything. This is it's one of those readings where it's like I feel like it might resonate more for you than it does for me. Even though I'm a Leo rising, and it feels like there's a very spiritual meaning to that, but it's just not quite. It's kind of like giving me like God energy. Not gonna lie, like, and once again, you're the sun. Leo is the sun. It's like they're seeing you as the sun, but they're seeing you as darkness. It's like without the sun, there's without bright light, there's no darkness. Without darkness, there's no light. They're seeing you as the balance of life and death, as all of it, everything, the potential, potentially everything, anything you want to be. I kind of feel here. Maybe the lenormand will show us a little bit more, but we do also have the protect energy here. So people, you know, they feel that you're protecting this cycle as well, that you are the protector of life and death, that nothing happens unless Leo says. Leo is very protective and caring. I'll look at the lenormand because that's got me. That's got me. It's not very often that I can't channel the messages directly, but that's got me. It's very... Do you know what I think it is, Leo? I think it's beyond my own understanding. I think it's beyond understanding the way that people see you. And I feel like that's maybe why I'm struggling to get it out, what this is actually all about. Okay, Leo. How do people see Leo? What do people think of Leo? Because that death skull does have the infinity sign on its forehead as well. So we're seeing a lot of eternal, infinity, like infinite, the Ouroboros, the cycles, the never-ending energy. It's coming through very strong. We have the snake. So once again, I'm getting dual messages here. That Leo has the potential to be the great deceiver, but Leo also has the potential to follow desire and passion and ambition and be all these beautiful things as well. They can move in whichever direction they want. They can, you know, if they're faced with something, they can slide on around it. They can sneak through little crevices and They can go stealth in the grass. They were there in the beginning and they'll be there in the end. I'm also getting Medusa as well. It's not one I get very often. The Medusa energy. If you look at Leo too long, or if you look at Leo directly in the eyes, or look at Leo's beautiful hair too long, Leo might turn you to stone. Leo has that ability. Leo is it's creator energy. You're the creator. You're the great temptation. You're the great deceiver. You're God and Satan. Like, you're everything. Leo. We also have the child energy. Once again, you are whatever you want to be. The child energy is all about, like you see here, it's the egg in the nest. When that egg, we don't see what's inside that egg. That egg could be anything. Could be a lizard. Could be a bird, a beautiful bird. Could be a grey, boring, dull bird. Could be breakfast. It could be anything. Absolutely anything. We don't know what that's going to grow and turn into. This is like Leo. There's a big, this is a heavy kind of energy. People see you people look up to you in a big way here. We also have the cloud though. Okay, so people do see you as very logical and rational with the way that you deal with things. People do see you as a big overthinker. They see you as someone who may be very drawn to anxiety and depression as well, from thinking too much, being stuck up in the clouds and thinking too much. That you may have a bit of clouded judgment when it comes to certain things here, Leo, because that cloud energy is coming through. Like, Leo doesn't see things clearly sometimes. Leo's too busy trying to protect the egg to care about what's inside the egg sometimes. And they overthink all the possibilities inside that egg that they forget to let it hatch. It's kind of, they see you as someone who potentially could, when you're the creator, you're the beginning and you're the end. The only thing that stalls the process is you yourself, Leo, is what I'm picking up on that with that cloud energy. Okay? That's such a big message, but I think it's just beyond my own comprehension. So, geez, I hope that resonates for you guys. You're more than welcome to check your other placements as well. All right. Moving on to our Virgos. Okay, Virgo. Virgo, what do people think of you? What do people think of Virgo, please? Resistance. Look at you. This stone in the middle of this tempest. You're the only thing resisting the storm. You're immovable. When you make up your mind, there is no budging it. There is no washing you away. There is no pushing you aside. Once you've made up your mind, you are the most resistant force in the universe. Okay, so people do see you as, I feel like for a lot of you, this is resistant to change as well. People see you as very unwilling to move and stubborn a little bit here as well, Virgo, that you're, once you've made up your mind, that's it. All right, people see you as very wise though, wisdom. We have wisdom. So people do respect your intelligence and your knowledge and so I'm kind of picking up here that a lot of the time when they're seeing your resistance, it's because Virgo does know better. Virgo's not budging because Virgo knows Virgo's right. So, it's coming through as wisdom. People do see you as very wise beyond your years, that you are very intelligent and you know how to get things done. And that's why you are so resistant quite a lot of the time, I feel here, Virgo. We also see reflect. which is very interesting energy, because it's kind of this energy of like people see themselves in you. They see what they want to be in you, but they also sometimes might get triggered easily by you, because you reflect back their fears and the things that they may not like about themselves, good qualities and bad qualities. So I do feel as though this reflection energy, it can go either kind of way, whereas people do see a lot of themselves in you, and sometimes it's going to work out, and sometimes people are they're going to have like a visceral reaction to that. So you're probably someone who is very much like people either love you or they hate you, and that's probably why, because it's not that they love you or they hate you, it's that they love the qualities that you share with them, or they hate the qualities that they share with you. And that reflection energy, that those similarities, is what makes that very sort of jarring one way or another for people. Okay, Virgo. Virgo, what do people think of you? How do people see you, Virgo? What do people think of Virgo? Whoa, okay. The Scythe. Okay, it's very similar to that resistance energy in the sense that, that you'll cut people out. Once you've made up your mind, that's it. There's no changing it. You're very resistant to things that aren't what you change. It's like if you make the sudden change, that's it. It's made. It's done. If you make because the scythe is about a sudden break or a change. Okay, and I feel like if you're in control of that, harvest. It equals harvest. Because a scythe is, the thing that they use to cut the wheat. All right, so you come through and you cut the wheat when you want to. You're very resistant to if someone else cuts that wheat and tells you, oh, I just cut that wheat. You're like, that's not cool with me. That's when we see that resistance come through and that stubborn energy come through. But if you're in control of that, you're very decisive. People see you as very decisive, and that you'll I'm hearing some weird phrases here. It's like you'll come through and break a pitch. I don't know what that really means. Just getting if you want to, if you're ready to, like, if you're done with somebody, that's it. You're done with somebody. You like to do things unexpectedly sometimes as well. Once you've made up your decision, you're just like, boom, bang, done. That's what that's kind of coming through. We have the book energy, which is actually very much like that wisdom energy as well, that people see you as someone who's willing to learn, willing to educate yourself, and able to find that wisdom if you don't already have it. Very intellectual, clever. All right, so it may not even be like IQ clever. It's like coming through a little bit more like street smarts a little bit here too, that you're and it's going to be different for everyone. I feel some of you are more street smart, some of you are more like IQ wisdom, but you're willing to educate yourself, you're willing to learn is the important thing here. We also see the dog. This is actually a really good card to see for the way that people perceive you, Virgo. People see you as a good friend, loyal, compassionate, understanding, someone that they want as a companion in their life, that, they trust you, they're loyal to you, and they feel that you're loyal to them. People see you as someone who is very loyal and compassionate, which is a beautiful thing for people to see you as, okay? So that's what we have for you, Virgo. More than welcome to, check your other placements. Please subscribe to the channel. Just going to take a short break and then move on to Libra. Okay, moving on to Libra. Libra, what do people think of you? What do people think of you, Libra? Okay, so Firstly, we have gift. Okay. I'm just wanting to just quickly pause and restart again, but just because it looks like there was a glitch. Just one sec. Okay, we'll try that again. Sorry about that weird pause. But yeah, firstly, we have gift. Okay, so people see you as somebody who does have a lot of gifts that, you know, that you have a lot of abilities and strengths. So people straight away feel as though that you're very gifted in that sort of a sense, that you have a lot to offer, that you have a lot of different things that you're really good at, and strengths that people really admire in you. Okay, and we also see growth. So people see you as somebody who, is constantly growing, and that's why they're seeing these gifts in you, because it's like it's a gift, just that you can grow so quickly and learn so quickly, and pick up so many different skills, that you're somebody that really can, grow and match whatever you need to. It's lovely energy, actually. And then we have achievement as well, Libra. So people see you as somebody who is, not only able to grow, but you're able to reach the top of that mountain every single time, no matter what you're doing here, no matter which quality or strength that they're looking at. You, even if they first meet you and see, oh, okay, that may not be one of Libra's strengths. They see you grow and grow and grow, and all of a sudden it is one of your strengths. So they do see that this growth is creating a lot of achievement for you, and creating more gifts within yourself, more qualities to admire within you here. So, people really look up to you, see you as, the pinnacle of where they want to be and where they want to go. That you inspire growth in them just by being around you. Libra, how do people see you, Libra? What do people think of Libra? Very decisive. Okay, we do see the scythe coming through first. So you're very decisive, in that you're able to, make a quick change on a bit of a whim here. That you're able to break free of things that are not working for you, and make whatever change is necessary to make it work for you, to get that achievement for yourself. Very, very sort of decisive, to the point where you may actually do the unexpected quite a lot of the time. People may not expect you to change so quickly, and you do. You grow and change really quickly. We do see the rider, which is a lot of speed in the rider energy as well, even though we're seeing a snail in this particular one. That you are someone who shares their good news. You don't just hold it within, and you actually involve other people in your good news. And every time they speak to you, you're coming to them, with some sort of positive energy, ultimately. That, even if you're, coming to them with a bit of gossip or drama, that you are still very positive in the way that you approach things. Because we do have the whip here as well, which is the card of, drama and gossip and those sorts of things. So, this is conflict and tension and trouble. So they may see you as somebody who does have quite a lot of, just inner tension, inner conflict, and they kind of wonder why, I feel too, with that achievement. They're kind of like, why you have this so much self-conflict when you are, it's because of the growth side of things, that you in conflict because you're always trying to push yourself to grow more and to achieve more. But they do see you as someone who is able to deal with conflict very, very well. That no matter what's sort of happening, that you can, take responsibility for your actions, take your punishment, take your consequences when you need to. But you're also someone who's able to, deal with conflict head on, and get to the other side of that. Some people may see you as somebody who's willing to fight a little bit here, for what you deserve, like for what you deserve, what you need, that you're not someone who's going to shy away from an argument, that kind of thing. And also the gossip stuff and the drama, that sometimes you may be perceived as someone who does like to sort of get involved in a little bit of drama or gossip, that sort of stuff as well. Do what I do, Libra, and get all your drama out of your system by watching things like the Kardashians and stuff. That's what I do. I'd rather watch drama than these days than be involved in it. But people do perceive you as somebody who is sort of willing to sort of sometimes deal with a bit of drama, so not always a bad thing, because like I said, you're someone that they're perceiving you as someone that's walking through the fire to get through, like to get to the other side, sort of thing, that you're willing to walk through the fire in order to put it out. So and knowing on the other side of that conflict that there is stronger relationships and growth and all that sort of stuff as well. All right, so that's what we have for you, Libra. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, and we will move on over to our Scorpios. Okay, Scorpio, what do people think of you? Scorpio, what do people think of you? Seen this card for a few signs. Oh, and all these cards have come out for other signs, Scorpio, so you may definitely want to check your other placements here. I haven't seen them all together yet, aside from you. Firstly, we have reflect. Okay, so when people, the way that people perceive you, they see themselves in you. Okay, so when you are first getting to know people, you probably do find that people either love you or they hate you, and the reason for that is because you reflect them back at them. Okay, so if they are aware, if they're perceiving themselves as having this particular quality and they're perceiving that as a negative quality, they're gonna look at you and they're gonna see that in you. It's gonna reflect that same quality back at them, that subconsciously, of course, and that they're gonna like be a bit triggered by you. Okay, and same as the positive stuff as well. People are really going to be drawn to you in some senses, because they're seeing the qualities that they admire within themselves in you. So people really are sort of, you reflect their good and bad back at them. So sometimes that triggers people, sometimes that draws people in. So it's kind of a they love you or they hate you kind of energy, and it's just because you do sort of reflect back at them themselves. We do also see the cycles card here. Okay, so we see the Ouroboros, the snake eating its own tail, as well as the moon cycles up the top here. So the cycle energy is, it's very different for different people. But this cycle energy for you, it's like it's like sort of like this infinite kind of energy. Like it's a very spiritual cycle that I'm picking up on here. People, that you're very in tune with your own cycles and patterns. For some of you, not all of you, just a couple of you, people do perceive you as somebody who gets very sort of stuck in patterns. So people may think that you are somebody with like a very, I'm getting addictive personality kind of thing, where you get stuck in patterns of doing things a certain way, or gravitating towards certain things repeatedly. So people may sort of perceive you as somebody who, you may out and out have addictions. They see you as somebody who may, get sort of a bit stuck in the mundane patterns of life a little bit for some of you there as well, because it can be a little bit of that, can be a little bit OCD type energy. You get stuck in set patterns, and that you find yourself repeating the same things over and over and over here. But overall, I do feel as though there's like an infinite spiritual kind of energy attached to that as well. So, people kind of pick up on this, this, it's like, the loop of, I picked up on this with Leo as well. So if you have strong Leo, you may want to check that one. It was very deep with the cycles stuff. It's kind of like, the beginning and the end, the endings and the beginnings. It's like people see you as somebody who is like continuously moving, going around not so much in circles, but in cycles. Like, so that some people might see you as somebody who like is very influenced by the seasons, somebody who's very, goes through stages. So they may be like, okay, like you may not even realize it, but people, and it feels like a very subconscious thing, but people may actually like attune to that a little bit and like only want to see you for a certain time, and then they won't see you for a week or 2 weeks, because it's this subconscious thing where they're attracted to a certain part of your cycle, and they're like, well, I know that, Scorpio's cycle is like they'll be really happy for 2 weeks, and then for 2 weeks they might be really, a bit down in the dumps. And I don't want to spend time with them when they're down in the dumps, but so that you may notice people come around like that in your life. Once again, it's reflecting that stuff back at themselves a little bit here as well. But there's something I keep getting the seasons as well. Like you might be hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold, but it's like a pattern, and people kind of attune to that without even realizing it. We also have the gift energy. Okay, so the gift energy, it's like people see you as somebody who is very in tune and has a lot of qualities and strength. Different strengths in different things, that you have a lot of gifts, that you're very blessed in some kind of ways, that you're very good at different things, and it's like you pick things up very easily, that you may be very just naturally gifted at certain things. And it's like if Scorpio decides they're going to try that, we know Scorpio is going to nail that and get that sorted, and they're going to be really good at that within a month. That people kind of look at you like that you're very sort of naturally gifted, and anything that you find yourself involved in, that you find yourself at the pinnacle of that very, very quickly. All right, but we'll have a look at the lenormand as well. Scorpio, what do people think of Scorpio? What do people think of Scorpio? Okay, I've seen this. Okay, we have the crossroads and then the scythe. Okay, so we see the compass here with the crossroads, and then we see the scythe. So I have seen the scythe come out a few times, and it's talking about decisiveness. And with the crossroads there, that's even stronger. It's like people seeing you as having this inner compass that you know exactly when to make the change. And once you've decided you're going to make that change, or you're going to go somewhere, or you're going to break free from something, you're going to cut that out, you stick by it, and you make that decision, you choose that path, and you go hell for leather kind of thing, that you go for it, you follow that and see it through. Very decisive energy, maybe very quickly decisive. You might shock a lot of people with how quickly you make decisions, and it's like once you've made up your mind, that's the path I'm choosing and I'm sticking to it. Okay, and you may sort of just come in really quickly and just be like, that's it, done with that, moving on, that kind of thing. We also see the bear, which is actually a really, really positive thing for people to see you as. It can be a little bit intimidating. Some people may see you a little bit intimidating. People may see you a little bit defensive and protective of yourself, that you may hold people at a distance a little bit with this bear energy as well. But ultimately, people see you strong and powerful. That's what this is. Someone who's got very strong, clear boundaries, that you'll stand up strong and tall for yourself. You'll protect yourself, protect those boundaries. Sometimes it can be like a little bit defensive. I don't want to let anyone too close, kind of thing. But ultimately the bear is very, very strong and powerful. But it's also very nurturing, that once you let people into your little inner bear sanctum, that you are like this protector, and that you protect the ones that you love, okay, and you will stand up for what is right, and protect, not only your own boundaries, but those of the people around you that you care about as well. So it is actually a super positive energy, a very leadership type energy. People see you as just naturally, Scorpios in the room, they're in charge now. Okay. But you're more than welcome to check your other placements, Scorpio. And we will move on over to Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. What do people think of Sagittarius? What do people think of you, Sagittarius? Ooh. Self. You know yourself. Like, people see that, people, like, whether you feel like that or not, people feel like you know yourself. You know what you want, you know what you love, you know what you're going for, and you're going to get it. You're very aware of yourself. You're very focused on things like doing the best you can for yourself. It's not selfish energy, it's just self, that you love yourself. I feel like a lot of you don't feel this for yourself, but this is how people see you. Very, very strong sense of self, that you're capable and independent, and able to do what's right for yourself, and that you'll stay true to yourself and follow what is right for you. You know what you want, and you're going to get it. That's how kind of a lot of people see you there. We also have wisdom. They see you as wise beyond your years. It's that sense of self, once again, that you know what you want, and you're gonna get it. You're smart enough to do whatever you need to do to get what you need in this life. People see you as like the person to turn to. You're like, I feel like, once again, a lot of you're just like, that's not me at all. This is how people see you, though. This is how people think of you. And people feel like you're really intelligent. And it's not just intelligence that we're getting with this message. It's from within. It's this wisdom that you have when it comes to life, love, knowledge, um, and also spiritual. That you are just so truly you, that you've kind of just got this inner wisdom that is just the brightest light around. We have the illuminate card there as well. So this is like your people feel as though your third eye is open as well, that you can see beyond the mundane. You can see beyond. You can see yourself clearly. You can see knowledge clearly, but you can see beyond very clearly as well, that you can see the spiritual connections, and that you're very illuminated and wise to that side of life as well, that it's like you see all. like you're the all-seeing eye or something here, Sagittarius. So, you know, whether once again, whether you feel that or not, that's how people see you. Okay, Sagittarius. How do people see you? What do people think of you, Sagittarius? The flowers. That you are very giving. You give your time, your love, your energy. But do you know what? The flowers is reciprocal. So there's something about you that it's like you don't even need to ask for that to be returned to you. People just automatically want to give it back. It seems to be this um, subliminal contract that, oh, Sagittarius gave me their time, their love, their energy. I need to give Sagittarius my time, my love, my energy. People want to give you stuff. For some of you, that may be true. People just, something about you that people just want to give to you. And they want to receive your energy, and they want to receive your acknowledgement, and they want you to see them as well. With that Illuminate card, it's like people see you, but they want you to see them. And they feel like if anyone's going to see me, it's going to be Sagittarius. Okay. We have the Clover. So the Clover is just general good fortune. They see you as, you know, pretty lucky, you know, happy-go-lucky, but also a risk taker. The Clover is someone who isn't afraid to take a risk, that you'll take a chance on something without knowing exactly how it's going to turn out, that you're willing to take a chance. I feel like this is a lot of the reason why people think that you know everything. I feel like for a lot of you, people think that you know everything. People think that you can see what's going to happen, and that's why you take these risks. No, no. People think, oh, I could never. I think that's why people think that you're wise beyond your years, and that you can see beyond, that you can see the future, because why else would Sagittarius take that risk? They must have known what was going to happen. But no, you're just a risk taker. Okay, so you may be a little bit impulsive as well. People might see you as a little bit impulsive. But they also see you, this is the first time I've seen this one come up. The stork stirs things up. Okay, so not only do people see you as someone who stirs things up within them in a, get them moving kind of energy, but also a bit of a shit stirrer. Okay. That you're not afraid to stir the pot, because like, once again, that risk-taking stuff where you're not afraid to stir the pot, because everyone thinks, oh, Sagittarius knows how, that if they stir the pot, it'll get this happening, or it'll do this. You don't. You just like to stir the pot sometimes. Very interesting, Sagittarius. I'm like, yeah, stir that pot, go for it. I'm not going to lie, I like to sometimes do that too. You'd think I would have more Sagittarius than what I actually do, but my father is a Sagittarius, so I think that's where I get it from. That's what I have for you, Sag. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, and I will move on over to our Cappies. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn, what do people think of you? Capricorn, what do people think of Capricorn? How do people see Capricorn? Oh, that's interesting. Not actually what I expected for Capricorn. I'm not going to lie. Okay, we do have the air card coming through first, Capricorn. Oh, do you know what that is? That's people see you as above them. that if they look up into the clouds, there's Capricorn. Well, I have heard Capricorn refer, we do have the devil card in the tarot, right? But I have heard Capricorn referred to as the gods of the zodiac in the past. I feel like this is what that is. People, I don't want to say worship you. It's like people feel like you're above them. Some people may feel as though you act above them, but other people genuinely feel as though Capricorn is above them. And that's not on you. I feel like that's on them. We do also see the cloud imagery in this air card. So, I do feel as though there is a portion here where it's that they see you as somebody who, is very up in their head a lot, very rational, logical, thinks things through very carefully. It's not really giving me some of the negatives that we see with the clouds, but it's just that logical, rational, thinks things through very logically. The interesting one I'm seeing here, Capricorn, we have, like I just mentioned, we had the God mentioned with the air, and then I was talking about the devil card in the tarot. We have the great deceiver, the deceit card, the two-headed snake. It's the power. It's power. Some people may see you as a little bit manipulative, a little bit of a two-headed snake, Capricorn. They don't know how to take you sometimes. It's very interesting energy. I was not expecting this for Capricorn. Yeah, people just think that you're just 10 steps ahead of that you've got everything worked out so well that you're manipulating the situation to suit yourself. Even if you're not, I feel like that's where this deceit energy is coming from. It's like Capricorn's got everything wrapped up and they know exactly what's going to happen, and they've manipulated the situation so that they get what they want out of the situation. But I feel like that's just the power. You have this power, and it's like this. It's sort of like that, because God and the devil, ultimately, it's very similar energy. It's power, and it's people struggle with power. It's very intimidating to people. I feel like that for a lot of you, this is how people perceive that because of the fact that they feel like you're above them. They want to try to put you below them. It's intimidation. Your power intimidates people. Okay, very interesting. But we also have the moon. Okay, so the moon energy, it's a dual-sided energy as well, because the moon can be very cold and barren and off in space all by itself, distant, but there's also the beautiful nurturing, a little bit controlling side with the moon as well. Okay, it's feminine energy, it's nurturing energy, but it's like people kind of know that, hang on, Capricorn is in control of the tides. Capricorn is in control of, the cycles of life. If Capricorn decides to they can turn cold and barren and distant at any given moment. But they can also nurture, and they're in control. It's the control and power. It's people are. I feel like people are very intimidated by a lot of you. All right, but we'll see what comes out with the lenormand. Hopefully, we can see some positives coming through as well. Although, the lunar energy, it's very intuitive. So people probably do see you as very, very intuitive as well. And how does Capricorn know that? Are they God? Capricorn. How do people see Capricorn? What do people think of Capricorn, please? I was just saying to Sagittarius, I haven't seen this card yet. And then it's come out for you as well. As well as two other cards that I haven't seen come out for anyone else yet. Okay, so this card here, the Stork, this is the only card that has come, and the Lunar, they're the only cards that have come out for any of the other signs as of yet. But the Stork energy, it's like Capricorn is very adept at stirring up new energy, getting things moving, getting things going. All right, but it's also can be a bit of a shit stirrer. All right, so people might see you as a bit of a, is that why you're deceitful, Capricorn, because you're stirring shit just to get a reaction, kind of thing. So some of you, they may be seeing you a little bit like that, but it's all about stirring up new energies. They see you as someone who can come in, get things changed, get things moving, just by walking into the room. You stir up the energy around you everywhere you go, it kind of feels like. We do also see the garden. Okay, so this is actually quite positive. This is social energy. People see you as somebody, that they want to spend time with. They want to, get out and about and meet up with you, hang out with you, meet up for coffees, spend time with you, be social with you. So it is quite a positive energy. They're waiting on your people might want to invite you a lot of places or go to events with you. It's kind of like, if Capricorn's with me, it'll be great. It'll be fine. A little bit of life of the party kind of energy, that it's like, regardless of whether it's a hyped up life of the party or just a chillax kind of party energy, they see you as someone that they want to be around in social situations. Maybe because you're so intimidating. They know you're in power, you're in control, that you're the one that runs the show. So, they're like, well, if Capricorn's there and I'm with them, we're all good. As long as I'm not against them, it's fine, right? So maybe that's why people are trying to get on your good side with the social stuff. All right. We do see the letter as well. So people do see you as a communicator, that you're very clear and open and honest with your communication styles. You may be very confrontational with your communication as well. Okay, so that once again, it can be a little bit intimidating, but people are seeing you, powerful and strong in the way that you communicate as well. So ultimately, Capricorn, I'm just seeing people seeing you as powerful and strong. And Capricorn is the boss of the zodiac, right? That's how people are seeing you. It's pretty straightforward in that sense. That you are the boss. Everyone else just better get in line, right? Kind of love that for you, Capricorn. Not gonna lie, but you are more than welcome to check your other placements. But you're definitely the most intimidating energy I've seen so far, not going to lie. So you may want to check your other placements and see what's coming out for you. Also keep in mind too, Capricorn, Saturn's just gone retrograde as well. Daddy Saturn, ruler of Capricorn. So, that may have an impact on the way people are seeing you at the moment as well, because, the Capricorn energy be strong at the moment in the world, in between two Capricorn full moons and, Saturn's just gone retrograde. So you guys really are the boss of all the zodiacs at the moment. So roll with it, guys. Roll with it. Okay, but that's what we've got for you. Like I said, check your other placements. Subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to Aquarius. Aquarius, what do people think of our Aquarians? Aquarius, what do people think of you? Aquarius, what do people think of Aquarius? Oh, not what I was expecting to see for you, Aquarius. Okay, well, here we go. Firstly, we have Illuminate. All right. And I want to show you these two cards together because the second card we have for you is Obfuscate, which is the balance of the Illuminate card. Okay, because you can see here, Illuminate, we have the open eye. Obfuscate, we have the closed eye. Both have the candles. These ones have been burning for a while. They've just gone out and the smoke is starting to, create this haze. These ones, the flame is strong. The flame is on. So this is like the open illumination. This is the closed obfuscation. It's what a weird word, guys. I'm a bit drilled out about this word at the moment. Obfuscate, because it has come out for another sign as well, but I can't quite recall which sign that was. But this is like, it's kind of like a balance. People are seeing you as kind of the balance of both of these things that you can see beyond, but you keep things to yourself. Because this card here, this is like you like to be a bit of a mystery. You like to hide in the smoke and not allow people to see what's really going on. And this one is where you can see through everything around you. You actually are able to see through and light up the room and see into every little corner of the room. But then over here, you're the one creating the smoke and you're the one hiding in the smoke. But you can see through everyone else's smoke, but then you create your own little mystery here. So you can see through anything people are trying to hide. You see through that, but then you're able to hide your own stuff quite well. People don't know what to make of you because, in one sense, you're very open and illuminating, and then in the other sense, you're very smoke and mirrors and hiding in the shadows, moving in the shadows. We also see the ceremony energy. All right, so another candle imagery for you. We're seeing a lot of burning within you. People do see this burning energy within you as well, I feel. The ceremony is like, it's that balance. Once again, you're very balanced, because we're getting the dual card there where they're perfect pairing. And then we're seeing a perfect pairing here with these candles in the ceremony. So people may see you as someone who likes to put on a little bit of a show, someone who may be, old-fashioned, but that's not all of you. That's maybe just a couple of you. People see you as a bit more traditional, old-fashioned kind of energy. But for a lot of you, there's a certain ceremony about spending time with Aquarius that it's like a little bit of a Truman Show kind of vibe going on here. And the only mystery in that is Aquarius themselves. It's like people like to try to see what you're up to. They like to try to see what's going on with you. They like to see the act of Aquarius. People think that they, for a lot of you, that the traditions that you create, and I feel like some of you, it's not traditions in the standard sense of the word. It's the traditions you create within your own self and just by being yourself, the tradition of your personality. Like they like to see that and observe that. It's like a certain ceremony to observe Aquarius. What's Aquarius up to today? Are they wearing that particular thing again? Are they, people like to watch the ceremony that you present. It intrigues people. You intrigue people. It's like there's this thing about people wanting to observe you. And that's why you're sort of hiding in the shadows quite a lot, trying to be a mystery. I feel like that, that's why they're trying to see you, because you're such a mystery to them. There's things about you that are like a total mystery to people. And like, maybe if I watch what Aquarius is doing 24/7, I'll understand the mystery of Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. How do people see Aquarius? What do people think of Aquarius, please? Seeing this first card for quite a lot of signs today. We have the Scythe. People see you as somebody who is... Okay, this is... The Scythe energy is sudden break away or change, unexpected change occurring. So that's that part of that mystery, is like people see you as, you could do something unexpected at any given moment. You could disappear altogether at any given moment. That we never know when Aquarius is going to break free and run off into the distance and we'll never see them again. We never know when Aquarius is going to all of a sudden change and do something totally unexpected. Like it's the unexpected, and it's like Aquarius can change in the blink of an eye. All of a sudden they might be totally different to what they were a second ago. They're a mystery, or it's very mysterious energy for you. We also see the Tower. Once again, a little bit old-fashioned, a little bit like it's not so much old-fashioned. It's what's the word? Eccentric. There's certain things about you that people see as eccentric. But we also see with the Tower that Aquarius is off on their own. They're off in their own little planet. They're off in their fortress of solitude. They don't pay attention to us little minions. Aquarius is perfectly fine in their own little world, and they're very tall and strong and powerful by being like that. They're very independent and able to, they're like a fortress. You can't get through those walls unless Aquarius wants you to. They're a mystery. All right. We also have the birds. Very interesting energy here, because the birds is like, especially in this deck, you're very flitty. They may see you as somebody who like flits, very chittery, chattery, anxious, not anxious in a negative anxiety way, but anxious in a very got to keep moving kind of a way. You may jump between different social groups. You're someone who can have a conversation with anyone. You may people may see you as a little bit gossipy or like talk about people behind their backs as well. So that might just be a bit of be aware of that one. But yeah, that's what we've got for you, Aquarius. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements. They might be less mysterious. Not going to lie, you're the only one who's been this mysterious so far. There has been some other energy a little bit like that, but not to the extent of Aquarius. Okay, so check out those other placements. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll move on over to, last but not least, okay, Pisces. Pisces, what do people think of you? Pisces, how do people see you, Pisces? What do people think of Pisces? This is interesting energy, because I'm getting dual opposing kind of energy here, okay? Because first we have the travel, followed by sleep. Okay, so you can see straight away with travel, there's a lot of movement. And then with sleep, there's a lot of rest. So people see you as somebody who, I'm kind of getting all or nothing with this. You're somebody who's very all or nothing. There's no kind of in between. You're either on the move, busy transforming things, changing, going busy, flying around, getting a million things done, doing, traveling from here to there, to this, to that. People see you as all different places within, it's kind of this energy that can't be pinned down, that, people can't really pin you down and really work you out. Okay. And with the sleep energy, it's like people see you as very restful. They like, and nurturing and protecting, and like that, they want to just curl up with Pisces, and Pisces will being around Pisces gives them a sense of inner peace and rest, which is kind of like like I said, in opposition to this Pisces flitting around and changing. You cannot pin them down, but then your energy is actually very restful and peaceful for people. So it's quite interesting that it's such a contrasting energy, but kind of makes sense. All right. We also see resistance. See yourself here, Pisces, this rock in the middle of this, what's the word, maelstrom. Nothing's going to move you. Once you're a bit stubborn, is what we're getting with this. People see you as a bit stubborn. You don't like to change your ways, even though you're all about the change and if it suits you, it suits you, and you're all over it. Once you've made up your mind that I'm not moving, not even a tornado could pick you up and move you, Pisces. You're resistant to change that you don't want. If you choose it, fine. Other than that, you can be very stubborn, very unmoving when you want to be. All right, so I'm getting a few contrasting energies there. But we'll have a look with the lenormand as well. Pisces. What do people think of Pisces, please? What do people think of Pisces? Some of you, you're seen as this little social butterfly, which is backed up by what I'm seeing here too, actually. So I feel like, that you may, I feel like for a lot of you, you don't even see yourself that way. But you are actually very adept at social situations, and a bit of a social butterfly. You can get along with anyone, kind of thing. We have the birds there. This is a bit, once again, it's that flitty, travel-y type energy, moving around quickly. You may actually be seen as somebody who has a bit of drama, whether that's within your personality or around you. There may be a bit of drama or like gossip sort of stuff around you a little bit. You maybe do like to have a good old bitch session or a gossip, bit chatty when you want to be, which is very interesting because I keep getting drawn to the idea of my best friend who is a Pisces, and then another Pisces I know, and they're polar opposites. Okay, my best friend is very introverted and doesn't like to doesn't think of herself as very social, like I'm saying, as someone who would flit around and converse with lots of people. Whereas the other Pisces I know is very extroverted and social and loves the social butterfly kind of stuff. But like even the one that's the introverted one, geez, she can talk. I love her to death. Um, but like when we get on the phone and stuff, we will talk for hours. Like ever since I've known her, we've had these things where, it's expected with the Pisces. When she rang me recently, we were on the phone for over an hour or so. And I'm not a phone call person anymore. So like I'm like not someone who can really talk on the phone that long. But with all my Pisces friends, it's like natural to talk for more than an hour. They're the only people in the world that I would probably talk that long on the phone with. Not gonna lie. So yeah, even the introverted Pisces can still have a big conversation and just talk a lot of nothing, and it'd be great. All right, so a lot of people see you in that manner, being able to have big conversations and have have deep conversations, have all different types of conversations, whether it be gossip or those more serious, honest conversations as well. We do see the cross, very spiritual, Pisces. I'm always saying this about you, Pisces, that you are very connected intuitively and spiritually. Okay, so we're seeing that here as well, that you are someone very in tune, or seen to be someone very in tune with your religious or spiritual nature, that you are someone who has a strong sense of faith within yourself, that you are someone that, the people around you that love you, they feel very, blessed to have you in their life, and they feel like there's a sense of destiny about the way that you are in their life, which is beautiful. All right. And last but not least, we have the rider. Okay, so you you like to get things done, and you're someone that likes to bring positive energy to others, and have a bit of a light-hearted energy, with these conversations and with your spiritual side. You would much prefer to be in that light-hearted, good, positive kind of energy and bring that around with yourself. You maybe, and I once again, I'll refer to my best friend, likes to focus on the positives and hide the fact, hide when things are not feeling right in here. They'd like to put on that positive, everything's good, everything's fine, and be very positive light for other people. So other people do see that about you, that you are, very ultimately positive, even when things are, really hard for you on the inside, that you still, try to bring it for the people around you. All right. So that's what we have for you, Pisces. You're more than welcome to check your other placements as always. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I will see you all again soon.